Okay, so the gang's all here. Let's begin our climb to the mountain. So I need to, I guess, use the entire shout, I assume. And the reason I'm bringing my companions here is, I honestly don't know what's going to be up here on the mountain. I'm not entirely sure. And you know what? I'm actually going to... You know what? I should probably wait till Izanagi wears off. Next time Izanagi wears off and we have it... And we have it where we can return... Do I gotta keep using the shout? Okay, I guess I gotta keep using the shout, so I'll definitely have to keep it equipped. I'm gonna switch over to Madara's path. And I'll give Madara's path a try and see how that goes. Because the only thing that's really kind of stopping me from using this path a lot is the fact that Perfect Susanoo actually sometimes crashes the game. And I'm not 100% exactly sure why it does, but it definitely crashes the game. So that's not good, as you can imagine. It's definitely not favorable to have the game crash. But I'll definitely give his path a try too. Try and pick up the pace here as we climb the mountain. I think we're almost there though. It shouldn't take too much longer. I feel chilly, yeah. I wonder why. I wonder why I feel chilly. Wait, does Madara have the Rinnegan? I think he does. I haven't really used that a bit. Oh no, I'm not using Madara, I'm using Itachi. Okay, I know definitely Itachi doesn't have it. So that'll be something else to kind of look forward to, getting back the Rinnegan with Madara's path. I might use Toby's too, just to kind of give off a demonstration of it, but I'm not a huge fan of Toby's. Someone in the comments did mention like it's a lot more viable than I give it credit for. So it's definitely not bad. It's all suited towards the play style of the player. For me personally, I like Sasuke's because of the versatility with the destruction spells. Chidori is really good. Chidori Nagashi's good. Chidori Enso's good. The regular Chidori is really good. So you get a lot more in terms of offensive magic with Sasuke. Itachi, you get a lot more ability with the Tsukiyomi and the Izanagi. Shisui's, I think his Tsukiyomi is a lot more powerful and a lot more potent, and you also get something to where you can have enemies become followers and kill themselves. So it's a lot more versatile in terms of using certain powers and stuff. I should probably heal myself here. There we go. And I think we have made it to the top of the mountain. So we'll do a quick save here. Yep, throat of the world discovered.
Greetings, Wundernik. I am Paarthurnax.
Paarthurnax.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
It's a long story.
Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser, aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
We both know why I'm here, but, you know.
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Okay.
By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones.
Okay, I think this is where we have to use unrelenting force.
Match it, if you are Dovahkiin.
Oh!
I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
Okay, about to say.
A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Okay, so now we know fire breath. Almost.
Why do you delay?
Yo, chill.
Are you Dovahkiin or
Yo!
not?
There. I've used fire on you.
Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
You know, I literally just said, can you teach me Dragon Ren? And he's asking, or my character's asking, how do you know I come for Dragon Ren?
Yes, they are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons.
I really wish my characters would stop
Haduime,
pushing me around.
Our minds cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer.
Yo, Stop pushing the dragon!
Maybe you only
Stop
balance the
pushing
forces
the dragon!
that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things.
How about
that
as
Jor
simple
do
as
not.
possible? That'd be great.
It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kelle, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek.
Okay.
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dovahsos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
I don't think he has anything more important to say.
Speak. I will listen. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
Interesting.
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Oh, so he will teach you shouts. Yol's fire, I think Fuss is ice, and Fin is thunder?
In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove.
I think he'll at least teach you to shout. I don't know.
Without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora.
Okay.
What will you burn? What will you spare?
The fire within has been added.
Sum Ark Mora.
What is this? Let's see. The fire within. Oh, okay, got you. Alright, so we spent enough time here talking with him. I guess what I should probably do is, I guess it really doesn't matter who I talk to. I think they'll both give me the location. What I am going to do, though, is my original plan and go report to General Talus, which I think he's in, yeah, Solitude. So we'll go back to Solitude. I'm going to do some shopping as well, because I need to buy some magical potions.
I know you.
No, you don't. Okay, so we are back in Solitude. I'm just doing some last-minute shopping here. Keynote, I switched paths to Madara. I'm going to actually try and see if we can use the perfect Sutano, anything like that.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into something.
Oh, I remember
My
this.
daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
All right.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Not really. I just need potions to help deal with magic, which you seem to have a lot of, and I have a good amount of money, so I will take all of that. Let's see. Okay, you only have potions of extremes now. Yeah, this side quest here,
Forget me next time you need
it won't
herbs
take
and
long to
potions.
complete, because essentially, I mean, anyone can guess what's gonna happen on this part of the side quest. It's not gonna end well.
They're reforming a Dawnguard. Vampire hunters.
Regardless, yeah, we're here to talk to General Tellus about completing the mission. I mean, essentially, the guy that we need to talk to is literally, like, right outside the castle wall.
Pardon me.
I think he's, like, right here.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, generally posting information is need to know only.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Although I'm not sure you'll be happy to know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Okay, so I'll go tell her what the captain said. Like I said before, it's pretty obvious exactly what happened. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to kind of figure that out. You know what? I'm just gonna like pay off all these debts to these people so they stop saying they know me. Like, chill. I'm trying to save the world. Yes, I had to stab a few people and steal a few things. I think I deserve a little slack. Just a little bit. Anyway, I'm not sure how much longer we have for the Civil War. I don't think terribly too much longer.
Reach. Were the rebels to gain? Taking control of the rift was a great victory. Ulfric must be rather nervous with us so close to his doorstep. You've come a long way. I don't think we could do without you.
Get out of my face.
I'm hereby raising you to Tribune. Congratulations. Here, take this gift as a sign of the Empire's appreciation. And my own. You're needed in Winterhold. Report to our hidden camp there. You'll be doing whatever Ricka tells. Gods be with you.
Okay. So yeah. Pretty much a Winterhold base there. We won't be doing that now, of course. We'll save that for a little bit later on down the line. Though, I think we're getting actually pretty close to the end of the Civil War. Because if they have a hidden base in Winterhold, that's, I think, pretty much the stronghold of the Stormcloaks, or at least where Ulfric is. So, I think once we take over that place, we'll have a pretty decent place to strike at the heart of the Stormcloaks, if I remember correctly.
Fire Manor. Now there's a fine home. Up for sale, too. If you're interested, talk to the steward in the keep.
Okay, I probably won't do that, but thank you. Actually, I'm gonna. Do you have any weapons?
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. Blades.
I doubt you
helmets,
have anything really useful.
Pretty much anything
but
to suit your needs.
yeah, okay. As I thought, you really don't have too much anything in terms of usefulness. Oh God, you really don't give a lot of gold for any of this, do you? Yeah, you really don't. Okay.
Return any in arms or armor. My forge never rests. I've got weapons for
All right.
getting, armor for getting.
I'll have to look into getting you guys some new armor at some point. I probably said that in another video, but it doesn't seem to cross my mind because they don't take a lot of damage as NPCs. They seem to be fairly well off. Regardless, yeah, we're not going to finish off the Civil War right now. We're going to go back to the Skyhaven Temple and talk to Esbern about the Elder Scrolls.
About everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Yeah, you're gonna hate me, lady.
It's good to see a fresh face. You got Aldous to tell you something. I told her. I told her the Imperial Army would kill her. That she just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you can just be a nice guy and kind of help her out. Although I guess once you do that, you can kind of just take whatever you want from the shop. Or not whatever you want. Some things she'll let you take. I guess if they're like below a certain threshold in price, she'll let you take them. Without being that much of a dick about it. Yeah, I can take the minor stuff. She just doesn't seem to care. So thank you, lady. Sorry about your daughter. You know, loss and all that crap. Anyway.
You couldn't be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
No, I'm totally not that. So yeah. We are going to be heading back to Skyhaven Temple. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much where the Winterhold Imperial Camp is, which is right next. Oh no, Winterhold isn't the place. That's Whiterun. I'm getting everything confused. Oh, Whiterun. Excuse me. I get places confused. Whiterun, I think, is the not Whiterun. Windhelm is the place where the Stormcloaks are. Okay, Winterhold is where the college is, which I haven't been there. I won't be doing the college quest either. Honestly, because there's really no point in doing anything like that. That'll just take up even more time. Although I do like the Mage Guild quest in this game. I thought it was really well done. I mean, a lot better than the Thieves Guild quest. I'm sorry I keep harping on the Thieves Guild, but it's just not really a fun quest. So wait, I can fast travel from here? Okay. Interesting. So as long as we're not directly inside the temple, we can fast travel from this general area, I guess. Alright, let's disable these other side quests for now. So yeah, like I said before, when you leave and come back, essentially they set up pretty much a pretty decent stronghold here. At least they filled it with some books, weapons, stuff like that. Trying to make this a base of operations, if you will. I keep forgetting I need to take off the notice board mod, because that mod's essentially broken too. I'll deal with that later.
In the dream I was standing someplace high up, a tower or a mountain. It was always just before dawn. The whole world was in darkness. Then came the flash of light, just on the horizon, within the clouds that marked the border. It could have been lightning, but there was no thunder. In the dream, the sense of foreboding. I could never wake up. Then it came again, this time more distinct, closer. Definitely not lightning. Now it was orange, brilliant orange. The color of hearth and dawn. And a sound. Not thunder, something else. But in the dream I cannot place it. Ah, you're back. I hope you've made some progress on tracking.
I'd rather not him leave inside and not lose track of him.
Ah, indeed. There's a pretty puzzle. Not the kind of thing you will find in your local bookshop. Let me think.
Perhaps the College of Winterhold. What learning there is in Skyrim. is gathered there. One of the mages there may be able to put you on the trail of this Elder Scroll.
Okay. You know, it's funny how a lot of these quests kind of link together. Again, I wasn't planning on going to Winterhold or anywhere near it, but because we got to go there now, I guess it would make sense to stop by the encampment first. I swear this has happened before with another quest, but in any case, we will go to the fort and we'll go grab the quest from there, and then we'll walk over to Winterhold and kind of and talk to the Mage Guild and have them try and tell us a little bit about the Elder Scrolls. I mean, I guess it's convenient at the same time. It's cool and convenient at the same time that I don't have to go to 20 different places all over the map sometimes. Okay. I think I've bought everything I needed from here, so there's really no point in me kind of sticking around. So we'll head straight over to the
One side, coming through.
Oh, shut up, little boy. We'll head straight over to the encampment. And I don't want to be out here too long either, because I don't want to freeze to death. And this general area is just nothing but freezing coldness. So I don't want to be out here longer than I have to. Because, like in previous parts, whenever you start to freeze and get cold, you'll start to slow down, your health gets lower, you get more damage from magic, etc., etc. Although I guess I should put on some warmer clothes. That would actually help too. Actually, I think, damn, the mask I think does a little bit better job than that. Yeah, there we go. This at least stops some of the exposure. But while we're traveling to the encampment, I made a poll at the very beginning of the playthrough about Patreons and stuff like that, and as expected, there was mixed results about it. And I've thought about doing a Patreon later on down the road, but I'm not really sure what type of content stuff I can provide for a Patreon, because essentially what a Patreon is, you're kind of supporting you're directly supporting the content creator through monetary means to make certain videos or to pump out content, stuff like that. So there's not really a lot of stuff that I could do to warrant a Patreon, and I can't really, you know, give out rewards for the content that I put out. I mean, the most I can do is do requested videos on mods and stuff like that and things like that. I don't know. The idea has crossed my mind. But again, this is more of a hobby than like a full-time job or anything like that. I don't know. Again, the thoughts crossed my mind, and I kind of wanted to generally see what some people thought that actually do watch the playthroughs and stuff like that. Again, it was a mixed bag. Some people are okay with it. Some people was like, no, Patreon's stupid, and I can see both sides of the argument. So,
Something to report? Your objective is Fort Kostov.
Fort
The rebels are
Kostov.
keeping some of our men prisoner there. I aim to turn that into an advantage. I've sent men to scout out the area. You are to meet them, find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They won't be expecting an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. Think you can handle it?
Naturally.
As long as the rebels are willing to die fighting the Empire, we must be willing to oblige them.
Okay, so I don't think this is too far away either. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, where is this place? Okay, yeah, essentially right outside of a couple of caves we've already been to. So we'll probably tackle that a little bit later. Yeah, yeah, we need to go ahead and head over to Winterhold, which is off there in the distance. You can actually see exactly where it's at. The dumb thing to do would be to traverse through all this coldness and get there from there. The smart thing to do would be probably to go all the way down, because I don't think Dawnstar has a carriage. It would be to go all the way to Morthal and then do all that. But we're not that bright, so we're going to go through the coldness and just kind of hope for the best. I think there's a main road we can take to get there. But, yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, I've thought about a Patreon for my channel. The best I could probably offer for that right now is to start doing reviews again. With the Patreon support, I could actually buy a lot more games and better equipment and stuff like that. So I can do a lot more reviews and do better reviews and stuff like that. Of course, I'll still be putting out content regardless. It's just with Patreon support, it actually does help with some of that stuff. For example, I would need a better GPU later on down the line, and that's something I could afford on my own and stuff like that. Using my own money and stuff like that. I don't know. It's weird to kind of talk about Patreon a little bit, because I can see why people are against it. For some content creators, I can see why people are for it. I think Patreon's more towards people who kind of do small, kind of like small shows and stuff like that. That is to say, I haven't seen other YouTubers use it for some of the videos that I do as well, like the Skyrim mod videos. I know a couple of people who actually do use Patreon, do actually use it for part of that as well, and they let people who pretty much give them a certain amount of money a month pick the mods they show off, or if they want a certain video made, or if they decide to do a playthrough of a game or a review of a game, to let them choose and pick that. I honestly don't want to fall, because I don't know if there's a way back up, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I was supposed to be taking the main road here, but you know, this seems a lot more fun. Albeit it's probably, it will kill me, you know. I'll find a way to die. Like now. Yep. God damn it. And I don't think I saved for a while. I was trying to hit that small little crevice on the mountain before I did that. That was dumb. Okay, so yeah. Of course I didn't save it when I got done talking to Esperin here. So we'll be going right back to Dawnstar, and then we'll have to talk back to the Lieutenant again. Okay. So, oh, 1 second. One of the mods is doing this thing real quick. Okay, cool. Your body is suffering from frostbite. Oh, wow. Okay, that's not good. So we need to warm up. Apparently our body's suffering from frostbite. Was not expecting that. So give me a few seconds here to kind of warm up the body a little bit. I'll edit back in. Okay, so we are back to where we was earlier. Yeah, so I won't be doing any more mountain-based jumping or anything like that. This might be an easier way to get to where I need to go, by trying not to climb up the mountain and going around. Just kind of going straight through these crevices here. Yeah. So I don't know. I may in the future decide to do a Patreon if it comes to that. It probably won't, honestly. As I said before, I think Patreon's more based on people who like make really big production-based content and then produce it on YouTube, whereas I'm essentially, you know, a guy on YouTube who just does stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Granted, I've seen people do stuff on YouTube kind of to the same degree and use Patreon, I don't know. It's just one of those things to where it's just an extra way, I guess, to support a YouTube channel, I guess, would be the thing. Like if someone like depends on YouTube to make a living or anything like that. Fortunately for me, I don't tend to go that route. This is honestly just a hobby. It's a huge hobby for me. I enjoy doing it. Please don't fall. Okay, thank God. Yeah, it's just a huge hobby for me. I enjoy doing it. I like doing it. But at the same time, I can't sit here and say I've ever thought about doing this as a full-time job. You know, doing playthroughs and modded episodes and stuff like that. I never actually thought about sitting down and sitting down and doing this as a full-time job, to opposed to what I would like to do in the future. Just to give a little, I guess, background into the man outside of YouTube. Generally, I'm in school right now for game design. That's generally what I'm going to school for. Been doing it for the past 2.5, 3 years. And that's really where a lot of my focus and attention goes to, which is why sometimes I can't focus all my attention on YouTube. Because a good majority of that time goes towards learning how to develop games and stuff like that. So that's generally where a lot of my focus goes to. I've mentioned this, I think, before, probably in an update video or something like that, but I figured it'd be something kind of to talk about as we're traveling over to Winterhold, which is a lot farther than I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be this far. Yeah. So generally, that's where most of my focus and attention goes to, is pretty much to school and stuff like that, which is why I haven't picked up streaming again, because trying to stream, record episodes, and modded stuff for YouTube, and then trying to, you know, code and develop a game and stuff like that. That's a lot of time in the day to try and do all of that at once. And honestly, I'm just one person. There's no way that I can do all of that on my own. And Jesus Christ, this is really farther than I thought it would be. There's no possible way I can do that all on my own. I just can't. Dalmor. Why are the Dalmor here? You know what? I'm gonna save that. Can I save this here? I think they're here because this is part of the a battleground here, and they're fighting for someone else for the territory. This would be a good time to test out to see if the perfect Susano works out and it doesn't completely break my game. So here's hoping. No, you won't. Huh. Okay, so it actually didn't crash there. That's good to know. Alright, just kind of wait for this to go back down. It takes a minute. There we go. Yeah. So I don't know. A Patreon for someone of my small stature on YouTube is definitely something that I don't think would be fruitful for myself and for my viewers. Like I said, it's something that I don't think, for at least of now, is not really worth. Not I won't say not worth. I'm trying to find a proper way to word this. I guess it's not really meant for something like my channel. I don't think my channel is structured around having Patreon support. This is more of a hobby, and it's something that, you know, I should fund and do it because I like doing it, you know what I mean? Which is why I do it now. I enjoy making videos, and I enjoy putting out the content and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun for me, and it helps me get better at video editing and stuff like that. I don't know. I was actually pretty close to getting a job as a video editor for the people who made Disney Infinity 3.0. It was between me and another guy who was aiming for the position, and I don't know who the other guy was. I probably should have looked at, or asked so I can look at his channel and stuff and kind of see what he did, but they chose him for the position, and I'm not particularly mad about it. Because honestly, none of my content was really centered around that. The fact that they actually considered me because of my video editing skills and stuff like that, it was just pretty much kind of a wake-up call. It's like, hey, I'm actually not completely shit at this. I mean, some of my content is shit. Some of my early work's really bad. God, some of my early videos are really bad. But regardless, that's another time. But yeah, so that's kind of one of the reasons I joined doing it, because it is helping me out in the long run, just in case something doesn't work out with game design or something like that. I can always, you know, go to video editing. What the hell are you? Oh, you're part of the companions. I am surprised you're a whale out here. Anyway, yeah, that was something that surprised the hell out of me. Was I was like, hey, yeah, we saw some of your video content and we're looking around, and you know, you should probably apply for this position. There's a chance you could probably get it. You'll be competing with a couple of other people. We're not going to give out names and stuff, but if you feel as though you think your content's really good and stuff like that, keep producing out content like you regularly do. We'll have some of our people kind of look at the channels and see exactly how it goes. What the hell is going on here? It's a Bandit Raid Lieutenant. See, I would help these people, but there's so many people around that it would be impossible not to hit someone else. You know? Come on. Come this way. Yeah, he got beat up pretty bad. Anyway, I'll save the rest of that story for another day. We've kind of reached our destination here. Huh, red guard light. You know what? I'm going to take this. Someone's gonna get some new armor today. Where are the rest of my... I guess the rest of my companions got lost? Let's see. There we go.
I'm right behind you.
Of course you are.
I am at your command.
Let's see, what are you wearing? Okay, that's really good armor for you, actually.
You lead, I'll follow.
I think you're wearing heavy armor.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. If that is what you wish.
Let's see. Yeah, you're wearing heavy armor, so I don't think this armor that I have is going to do you any good. Oh, and okay, so she will prefer to wear that over... Okay.
Lead on then.
I mean, you look a little ridiculous, but at the same time, you do have better protections. Any case, we are pretty much where we need to be. We just have to go talk to the college themselves now. I'm actually going to save it here because I don't want to fall off a mountain or a cliff or be dived by some random act of whatever.
Heard they're reforming the Dawnguard. Vampire hunters or something.
Cross the bridge at your own peril.
Thank you.
The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Look, lady, I just need to get in there and talk to somebody.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college?
I'm trying to
Not just
save the
anyone is allowed
fucking
inside.
world.
Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
Look.
Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice?
Yes, I really have
I
the
would be
voice.
most impressed to see that.
Okay, alright. So, I think the safest one here would be the clear skies.
Look! So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle
dude,
Irvine,
really?
our master wizard. Please, follow me.
You guys just love standing in the way. Okay, look, I really don't care, lady, about the college or anything like that. Like, I really don't care for any of that. I can get across there here myself. See, you really not need it. I really particularly don't care. I'm just here to find out what the Elder Scroll is.
What you learn here will last you a life. You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Sir? How quaint. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold.
Okay, that's
I am
impressive.
quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Crystal, that's not why I'm here, though.
Not all. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
Lydia is just... she's tweaking out over here.
All right, then.
I believe I've made my...
Okay.
rather clear.
Welcome to the college.
No, I don't want to start the quest here. That's not my intention of coming here.
Used to the Empire bowing to your every... I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment.
Alright.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
I don't care about books.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Paarthurnax.
I don't
Now,
like being threatened. Really don't like being threatened. You're lucky I need you.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand girl?
I'm gonna burn you.
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about?
Don't get too
Wait,
far ahead.
are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling?
Ding, ding,
I'll
ding.
bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
All lies have some truth. Now just go get me what I need.
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
Whatever.
All right, then.
Just go get my information.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going... And what do you plan to do with... I knew it. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. Ah. You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest... Of course. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much.
So go
So
get
don't
them.
get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Fight well. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
This guy's an asshole.
You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise you're going to find yourself in a lot of pain. I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here, you go through me. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Oh no, I hope not. But even I haven't seen him in years, and we were close. Became obsessed with the Dwemer. Took off north saying he had found some old artifact. Haven't seen him since. Somewhere in the ice fields, if you want to try to find him.
Okay, so this is where we're going to be leading to, finding Septimus Cygnus. If I remember correctly, I think he might actually have a dragon scroll on him, but I think he's gone a little bit mad trying to read it, if I remember correctly. Though I'm not 100% sure on that. So this is, yeah, essentially that's where we have to go to try and find the dragon scroll. Shouldn't be too particularly hard. I also think there's a side quest with the, I don't want to say a demon, but I think it's a Daedric that's in the general location as well. So should be fun.